Hey guys, thank you for joining me. I'm coming to you from a hotel near Cambridge today because I'm at the 48th annual conference of the Astrological Association. I'm really excited to be here. I've got a weekend ahead of me with astrology expert from all over the world telling me about the latest developments, the newest things happening in astrology. So I've got a really great weekend of learning ahead of me, which I'm really looking forward to. And this video is your forecast for Monday the 12th of September going through until Sunday the 18th of September. Now, I've had a look at this week, and these weekly horoscopes are an astrological weather report that applies for all signs of the zodiac. I look at what connections the planets make with each other and what kind of energy that's going to bring up for all of us. Obviously, some of you will react differently. Some of you will work this in a certain way. The response isn't going to be 100% uniform, but this is really what I see as the main kind of influences cropping up via the astrology. And this week is interesting because the first 4 days are very much about the focus is on other people. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, then the focus is back on you and what you're doing for yourself. So Monday the 12th of September, this is a really great day to work with other people and to resolve past issues that you may have had with other people. And even helping other people to solve their problems, you can really be of service to them on Monday. The moon goes into Aquarius at 9:30 in the evening. The moon also trines Jupiter in Libra. Jupiter has gone into Libra now. That's really a very positive and important event. If you don't know anything about that, watch my video Jupiter in Libra. This is an outer planet which moves very, very slowly. It stays in each sign of the zodiac for approximately a year. So this change now that happened on the 9th of September is going to have a long-term influence on you. So check out that video to find out more. And the other thing that happens here on Monday the 12th is that the Sun in Virgo conjuncts Mercury retrograde in Virgo. So this is a great time to find other ways of communicating with other people. So teams, institutions, groups of you coming together to work things out. Tuesday, the moon is in Aquarius and sextiles Saturn in Sagittarius. It also trines Venus in Libra, and the Sun in Virgo squares Mars in Sagittarius. So this is still a wonderful day to work with others. You can reach a consensus with other people quite easily. And also, if you're doing any kind of charitable work or anything that's really selfless, there may be a spark of romance that appears from within that kind of work. So if you have the opportunity to just help without expecting anything back, you may make a romantic match. So try and put yourself into a situation like that if possible on Tuesday. Now, on the 14th of September, Wednesday, the moon is in Aquarius and trines Venus in Libra, which is really positive. It sextiles Mars in Sagittarius, quincunxes Mercury retrograde, Mercury retrograde being in place until the 22nd of September, and it also quincunxes the Sun in Virgo. So you may feel a little bit codependent now on Wednesday, like it's too much of a good thing. You become too focused on other people and what they may think. You may want to try and please everybody to make everyone happy, and you know and I know that you can't please all the people all the time. It just does not work. So you may feel like you're spreading yourself too thinly. Be aware of that and really focus on, am I putting too much importance into what other people think? See if you, because you at the moment you do want to give of yourself, you do want to be of service. So ask yourself, have I given? If the answer is yes or no, then say, well, I've done my part. The response is really up to other people. I don't have any control over that, and try and leave it there. On Thursday, the 15th of September, the moon goes into Pisces at 2:24 in the morning. So you'll feel even more sensitive now, and your skin will kind of start to feel a little bit thin. The moon in Pisces quincunxes Jupiter in Libra. It conjuncts Neptune in Pisces, and it squares Saturn in Sagittarius and sextiles Pluto in Capricorn. So now the world may feel a little bit overwhelming and scary. You may have had a bad response, or maybe you've been trying to please people so much and someone didn't like what you're doing, and you're taking that very personally. You do have a thin skin at the moment. So you may feel the need to retreat and you may feel like you're small in comparison to other people's will and power. The moon really starts to form very problematic aspects here with some of the bigger planets, and that may make you feel put upon. And we've all had moments where we feel like, oh, I'm a really small fish in a big pond here, and I just kind of have to be careful. And that energy may be about on Thursday. Now, on Friday, and I mentioned at the very beginning of the reading that the focus is on other people for the first 4 days until Thursday. And then you take your power back on Friday. The focus on other people lasts until Friday, and the focus towards the self only happens around the weekend. Because on Friday, the 16th of September, the positive, loving, and harmonious energy of the Pisces moon, and it is the full moon in Pisces, the harvest moon, it may feel labored and interrupted and filled with underlying tension. This full moon in Pisces is usually very peace and love. Pisces is very watery, flowing, intuitive, nurturing, loving. But this one is interrupted by this lunar eclipse, which really just kind of literally interrupts that positive energy flowing. And it also opposes Mercury in retrograde in Virgo, which means that the energy being kind of transmitted and passed on here is problematic, it's difficult, it's labored. It also squares Mars in Sagittarius. Mars, sometimes seen as a malefic planet, sometimes seen as a negative. That also puts its kind of forceful, uncompromising, aggressive, powerful energy onto this full moon in Pisces, and that's not a good match, because you can't be imaginative and loving and selfless if you're driven and practical and aggressive. The two just don't match. So this is a slightly problematic full moon. Kind of go into this thinking, if I do feel positive towards other people and there is some tension there, don't blame yourself for that. There are a lot of interrupting or disturbing aspects going on which will complicate that. Now, on Saturday, the 17th of September, this is when you take your power back and you stop focusing so much on other people, their thoughts, their needs. The reason for this is the moon now goes into Aries at 4:03 a.m. Mars in Sagittarius trines Uranus in Aries, and the moon in Aries opposes Libra in Jupiter. So it's, okay, enough of your thoughts, your ideas. What about me? What am I thinking about? So this is a great day to now get things started, to do things independently, to launch new projects, new ideas, where other people's opinions or things that could kind of distract you will no longer have power over you. So if you can plan around that, then do that on Saturday, the 17th of September. That's when you're going to feel most sure of yourself and most able to kind of put things into place in your own unique, independent, self-reliant kind of way. Sunday the 18th of September, you can really take on the world here over the weekend. The sense of fear and codependency has been replaced with power, self-reliance, and self-confidence. So anything difficult that has to be tackled in this week, leave it until the weekend. That's really when things will happen much more easily and you'll feel a much greater sense of self-reliance. The moon in Aries here on Sunday the 18th, it conjuncts Uranus in Aries. It opposes Venus in Libra. So it's much more about me as the maverick, me as the rebel, me as what I want to do versus other people's opinions and desires. It trines, this moon in Aries trines Mars in Sagittarius. It quincunxes the sun in Virgo, and Venus in Libra opposes Uranus in Aries. So there's a big theme in terms of us, or me versus them, the self versus the other, and the real power lies within the self, and you can kind of overcome obstacles, criticism, negative opinions, anything that would hold you back. So I hope that gives you something to go on. It's a very interesting week. You can be of great service to people. Just don't allow yourself to become so selfless that you start to fill with anxiety. And also you can be very, very constructive towards the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, where you can really ignore the opinions of other people and really build something of your own independently and just for you. You can really please yourself. So I hope you have a great week ahead. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab and you can order a reading with me there. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'm going to go and read my brochures now and my books on astrology and see what I'm going to be learning tomorrow. I'm going to have a wonderful weekend. I wish you all the best and I'll speak to you soon.